All right, to start us off with Jamaree, we'll go to Mike Griffith and Chip Towers.
So much focus is on their offense, but what do you see out of their front seven?
I don't know if I heard the full question. You might have been muted. Can you repeat it one more time?
Their offense, we don't hear much about their defense. What is their style of play up front?
Big athletic guys just like us. They play a physical brand of football. Two very similar programs. They get after it, we get after it. So it'll be fun to see that competition.
Jamaree, I know you well enough to know you say that this is games like this is why you came to Georgia. But can you just talk about the environment you expect to encounter Saturday night in Tuscaloosa, and what is the primary mindset about? Is that something you get hyped up about? Are you gonna fight to stay calm about the whole time and everything is on the line?
I think it'd be a wild environment, even with the stadium restrictions and the fan restrictions. I think it'll still be a wild environment. At Sanford, it's been a wild environment, so I can only imagine what it's going to be like at Bryant-Denny. But it's going to be a fun game. I'm excited. I'm excited for the challenge. Just to be able to compete against a program like that's been notoriously good for so long. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun environment, and I know our guys are hyped. I know their guys are hyped. So I'm ready to compete.
Next, we'll go to Seth Emerson, then Mark Weiser.
Hey, Jamaree, Kirby talked about Stetson as a leader, as a guy who he's not as vocal about it. He does it more kind of just by example. Can you describe that a little bit, what he is like and what Kirby means by that?
Stet is confident. He's confident in himself. He's a competitor. Stet goes out there, he gives it everything he's got every day. He goes out there, he doesn't like to lose. You could just see that on the drive where he came in Arkansas. Like, he's out there having fun, completing third downs, getting first downs. I mean, Stet has fun competing. And for me, just being able to protect a guy like that and to listen to a guy like that and look up to a guy like that, I mean, there's nothing more you can want from a quarterback. Just a guy that doesn't like to lose. Jake was very similar in that way. It's just guys don't like to lose. And that's Stet all day. Stet's gonna go out there and compete. Stet's gonna give you everything he got every play. And he's not gonna fold on you when it gets tough. So that's what I love about Stet.
Jamaree, you mentioned about wanting to compete against a program like Alabama. Obviously, Georgia's last two games against them has really gone toe-to-toe with them, not gotten the victory. What do you think are some of the lessons learned from those that remain from either of those two games and kind of the mindset trying to, obviously take them down this time?
Just resiliency, just, making sure we finish games. Making sure we compete for 4 quarters, 5 quarters even, in some cases. So just going out there and finishing games, starting fast, like normal, and just playing our brand of football. So it's about us. It's about what we do, and we go out, we compete every day. We compete, have been competing for months now. So to lead up to moments like this, so we just go out there, we compete as hard as we can, and just follow what they mean.
Next, we'll go to Dean Legge, then Jake Rowe.
One more Stetson question here for you. How critical is protection for someone, any quarterback, but particularly a guy who is not as giant as a lot of guys that have played in the past back there?
It's protection in general is just important. Football, everybody knows it all starts up front, from the center to the tackle. From tackle to tackle, it starts up front. Protection is important. I believe Stet can take a hit no matter how big he is, but we don't want him to get hit. But if I've seen Stet get hit before, and he bounces up on the ground just like any receiver, any running back. So if it's a question of his heart, I think Stet's got one of the biggest. Stet's gonna pop up off the ground if he gets hit. If he tries to take a hit, But as far as protection beats coverage any day. So protection is important from an offensive standpoint in general, and definitely for quarterback. So.
Jamaree, penalties have been a big issue for the offensive line. I don't know if you have any personally, but they've, then the 2 slow starts has definitely been there. I know there's a next play mentality, but what can you guys do to get better at that? And is it a conversation? Is it putting it to practice? What goes into being able to limit those and start faster?
Just a discipline thing, just locking in, making sure we stay focused when drives get long, when the game gets long, when it gets tough in the fourth quarter, just making sure you lock in. And like you said, even starting fast. Sometimes you go out there, you're nervous to get that first contact, or you're nervous to get a drive started. Like just making sure that we're all locked in and all disciplined, all understand that, okay, if it's on one or whatever on the count is on, like we're just going out there and executing whatever the play calls for. So, just making sure that the discipline is there and we're locked in and we're focused, and, just making sure that communication is there.
Next, we'll go to Augusta Stone, then Jed May.
Hey, Jamaree, I kind of wanted to ask about what goes into building the chemistry of an offensive line. You know, between week 1 and week 2, there was a dramatic improvement, and Kirby was like, it wasn't the Wizard of Oz or anything, but I want to know, what was it?
Time tells all. Time, experience, playing together, just going out there and practicing together every day. Nothing beats a game atmosphere, though. Nothing beats a game. Just going out there and playing in games, having those experiences, understanding certain calls, understanding certain looks, just having time together, whether it's on the field and off the field, just building a relationship, understanding, Shave eats here, or Ben cooks this, or whatever, just anything, like any little relationship builder that you can get between those 5 guys or 6 or 7, whoever plays, it's important. And, just time tells all. And, as time goes on, we're going to continue to get better. That's what we do every day. We look to get better today. We look to get better tomorrow, and we'll look to be at our best Saturday. So, time tells all. So time is probably the biggest factor when it comes to the relationship of an offensive line.
Hey, Jamaree, when Jordan was on just a minute ago, he said, in that goal line package down there, he can't be a bum because he's lined up to somebody next to somebody like you. What have you seen from him, I guess, in that package? Have you had to coach him up a little bit? And 2, just what are your thoughts on, that short yardage package in general?
It's dominant. The package is dominant. We go out there, we look to score every time we put it in. Had some success with it, had some downfalls with it, but we look to improve on it. JD's a big body. There's not many people that can stop. Once he gets moving, there's not many people that can really stop him from going where he wants to go, which is he's one of the big reasons that the package really works. Whether he's going left or right, he's going to move people, he's going to be physical, and he's going to go fast. And, I know Zamir loves it. I know Cook loves it. I know they love running behind that. So, we work on it every day in practice, and we try to get better. And we got some getting better to do. So, yeah. But JD's definitely love to have him on our side of the ball in practice. It makes it a lot more fun.
Next up, Charles Odom, then Jay Black.
You mentioned resiliency being a key. You guys have already shown that trait with 2 comeback wins. What does that show you about this Georgia team?
Shows that, like you said, we got fight. That's a really big credit to the leadership on our team, to the coaching staff for putting us in a good situation, not panicking when things get tough. We got really good players on both sides of the ball, and we want to win. At the end of the day, we all want to come out of there with a W on Saturdays. That's what it's about. So, I just being able to come back when it gets tough and facing adversity is something that we really pride ourselves on around here. When things get tough, when it gets hot outside, when it rains, when it gets humid, whatever the adversity may be, we really pride ourselves on just being a team that overcomes adversity. So, and I think that we've proven that, very far. We've proven that very well so far. So, and adversity will continue to come. A guy may be out for COVID. We may lose a guy on the field. Whatever adversity hits, we just want to be ready for it and be able to overcome it. So.
Jamaree, compared to some of the other guys on the team, how fast is Stetson?
Oh man, Stet will surprise you how fast he can be. Stet is very squirmy. You think you got him, and he'll jet on you. So, but Stet can move. I don't let him fool you with his frame or whatever you want to judge him by. But Stet can move. I don't know exactly how fast Stet is. I've never seen him in a race, but Stet can run.
We'll wrap up with a question from Connor Riley.
Yeah. Hey, Jamaree, I was just wondering if you got a chance to see Andrew Thomas's 2-point conversion yesterday, and, with that goal line package, do you think about maybe going to Kirby Smart or Todd Monken and saying, hey, maybe, if Andrew can catch this pass, I can do it as well? Hey,
look, I've been talking about this forever. Yeah, I did. As far as Andrew, I did see it. I was getting my Sunday nap in. I woke up right on time, probably about two plays out. I was just wiping the crud out of my eyes, and I see 78 standing in the end zone, cradling the ball like a little baby. So, yeah, it was really cool to see. And he's always talking about scoring touchdowns. So, I mean, I know he's happy. I know he won't ever live it down. If he had dropped it, I would have never let him live it down. But yeah, he caught it and he scored for his team. I'm really happy for him. But as far as me, I'm gonna keep pushing my agenda. Everybody has their own little agenda. So I'm gonna keep pushing mine and see if you'll see 69 in the end zone one of these Saturdays.
All righty. Thank you, Jamaree. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your Mondays.
Thank you.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it.